In today's video, we're going to talk about how to get high-paying clients for your service. Stick around. Before we jump into it, if you're not subscribed and you want more sales tutorials like this, subscribe down below. Smash that like button if you want more in-depth tutorials like we're about to talk about today. Let's go. The amount of money you make doesn't come from the service you offer. What? Shocker. The amount of money you make does not come from the service you offer. It comes from the client that you sell to. If you sell the greatest service in the world to a client that can't afford you or doesn't value that service, you're not going to make very much money. Now, if you sell the worst service in the world to a client that has all the money and willingness to pay in the world, you can still succeed. Meaning, the type of client that you sell to is more important than the offer in a lot of ways. So let's talk about how to get high-paying clients for your service. The first thing you want to do is decide on the client size you want. There are a bunch of different services and pricings that you can choose. You can sell something at $500. You can sell something at $5 a month like we do with StoryThreader, $50 a month like we do with some of our SaaSes that are coming down the pipeline, or thousands of dollars a month like we do for X27. We just closed a client that's $30,000 a month. So decide on the client size that you want, and then you can craft your offer from there. And keep in mind the profit margin might be less or it might be more depending on the business you want to offer. The client is going to change depending on the offer. If you're selling $500 services, there's a much larger group of people that will be able to pay for that than if you're selling $50,000 services or $5 million or $50 million services. Once you've decided on that client size, you can pitch that service to your target customers. I don't know why my hands are doing this. They've got mind of their own today. Pitch that service to your target customers. The easiest way to do that is to cold email highly targeted leads. You can also do omni-channel outreach, not just cold email. You can hit them on Twitter and LinkedIn and cold calling and all these other spots. But it comes down to being proactive with your lead generation. You're not going to get a $1 billion client via Facebook ads. You're going to get a $1 billion client by cold calling or going to an event that those guys are at. That's it. So now that you've identified the size of the client you want to go after, you've identified the channel that you're going to use for distribution, how you're going to contact these people, now you can do number 3, which is shape your service to fit them. You want to sell, for instance, a $50,000 a month service to clients that you can contact via cold email. Now it's like a puzzle. How do you solve this puzzle? How do you solve this puzzle box that'll summon the hellraiser that is your ideal client? So you decide how much money you want to make first. Then you decide how you're going to go after those clients. Then you shape your service to fit them. And if you want beautiful no-brainer templates, then I would check out the Agency Growth Masterclass add-on to Email 10K, which you can get down below. We actually have in-depth training on exactly how to craft your no-brainer offer, so you can do that down below. So at this point, you should have something like the one-sentence business plan. We help target audience solve problem by solution, and we reach them via distribution system, right? And we'll throw that up here. And actually, on Twitter, which we'll link this in the description down below, but on Twitter, I have 50 examples of this exact thing. Things like, we help pharmaceutical companies solve financial management issues. We reach them via Google Ads. Our product costs $10,000 per month. We help B2C apps solve the issue of monitoring performance. We reach them via trade shows. Our product costs $50 one time. Things like that. That's where you want to be at this point in the process. Now you have a hypothesis, if we're testing it via the scientific method that we all learned in 5th grade, all right? You've got a hypothesis. Now you test it by following the plan, okay? Let me do this real quick. So you tell me, we help B2B SaaS businesses solve outdated technology. We reach them via cold calling, and our product costs $2,000 one time. That's a testable hypothesis. So you call the B2B SaaS companies via cold calling, and you offer to fix their outdated technology for a $2,000 cost. Call 100 of these companies. 1, can you reach them via cold calling, or is that channel garbage? If it is, you pick a different channel. But let's say you do get a hold of these companies. Now you pitch them on the outdated technology thing. If it's a real problem that they're having, you continue on. If they say, oh, all our technology isn't outdated, this isn't a real problem, and you hear that 50 times, then change the problem that you're solving. But let's say that that is true. Now you pitch the price and it's $2,000 one time. If they say, yeah, that's great, let's go, then you're good. If they say, oh, it's too expensive, or they don't understand the value, now you have to either go back to the problem you're solving and make the problem more relevant to them, or you change the pricing, maybe lower it, raise it, mess with the pricing a little bit more. So that is exactly the process that you follow. If you're looking for an easy, scalable way to find more clients for your agency or SaaS, this is for you. Introducing Cold Email University. It's a course that shows you step by step how to use cold email, how to generate leads, and how to take advantage of the easiest, best, fastest, and cheapest way to find new clients for your agency. If that sounds good, if you want to learn how we generated $10 million in sales and even see me closing deals live, then check out coldemailuniversity.com. Let me know down below, do you have any questions on what we just talked about? Would love to get a conversation going. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to smash that like button to encourage this type of content on YouTube. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.